This series is about existence, and us humans being healthy and thriving. This is affected by diseases, epidemics, as well as eventual lack of essential fuels or resources, which obviously can threaten existence, health, and thriving. Meaning one cannot discuss those independently, without losing overview or relevance. When things become unfavourable in this respect, one could call that a perfect storm, or perhaps a syndemic. Disease X, as it is coined or mentioned by health organizations etc., probably is more like a health crisis than one particular disease or one particular agent. After all, the period of COVID-19, even while the media focused on only one agent virus, was a period of health crisis, with several other agents etc. also in play, including bacteria and antimicrobial and antibiotic-resistance, all together causing pressure on society, as well as on healthcare systems all over the world. Apart from this crisis or emergency, and apart from conflicts and threats that started or were accentuated during or afterwards, no major other non-health related collapses did occur. Major other collapses could very well be the case if a 20 times more severe disease X would unfold. Especially since this will become a case of accumulation with the previous emergency shortly before. Those and what was prepared and resisted in the case of the former health crisis could not be so in the newly announced one. Resuming, our main aim is to propose sustainability and agroforests as an essential part of prevention, easing and/or eventual solution. And in the second instance, inform about the importance for individuals and families of autonomous safe houses in autonomous safe havens. In ideal safe havens, individuals and families are much less vulnerable, including to eventual syndemics, and on top of that, have more options for quality of life, as well as for enhanced passive incomes. Claimers. This is not about medical treatment, does not contain medical advice, and we are not a group of doctors. If any, this is about optimizing preparedness against consequential hardship and against losing our homes or places to live, amongst other by means of participation in internal mini solar parks, access to healthier food choices or rather independent, in the safe haven integrated, healthy food production. Even in the case that disease X does not exceed the announced 20 times higher severity, and would not take place like in less than a year, it will still severely increase the risk of a wide variety of disruptions and/or collapses. After all, developed economies and societies typically are vulnerable to disruptions and collapses. And we humans, as well as our domesticated animals, are vulnerable to diseases and epidemics. Failure in something seemingly unrelated like the distribution of energy, water, or even sewage systems, could and probably would aggravate or even cause disease and epidemics. Sewage, or disruptions of sewage systems, are possible causes of diseases, and historically associated with epidemics. WEF seems to be aware of all above, this before and/or above the media, and probably most of its participants or followers already are preparing or will soon prepare for expected disruptions and/or collapses. There are some enigmatic examples that involve, amongst others, yachts, islands, bunkers, and even other planets. We claim that the above measures of elites will not solve or prevent, and will not even work out well for these elites or WEF followers themselves. Nevertheless, their measures are bad news for us other 8 billion humans and our domesticated animals. We claim that the elite's best option would be to solve this together with all us, by means of a collective action plan, involving carbon-agroforests and certain adaptations in our local as well as public electric grids, with as much as possible possibilities for individual approaches, as well as with ideal autonomous safe havens, both proposed for free in this series and channel.